This is Donna D'Angelo from the Institute of Christ Consciousness with the Planetary Transformation Meditation Experience for August 24th, 2025. And we'll begin with our usual prayer of intention. Our Paradise Creator deities, divine parents, magisterial son, and planetary manager, we call upon you today to assist us in the mighty focus for our world to continue to receive the spiritual energies and corrections necessary for us to continue on our trajectory toward light and life. Weave us together as one as we unite with our spirits. Invite our planetary helpers and universe brothers and sisters to participate with us. We also invite the personalized spirit of our beloved Master Jesus and that of the planetary circuit of our indwelling spirits, our beloved adjusters. We ask for all of these circuits, personalities, and dynamics to unify as one and to operate in unison for the higher purposes for which this call is designed, so that we may reach the objectives that you know we need to achieve for this call to have the greatest impact all around the globe and liberate more souls to live according to their divine plans and purposes. We thank you for this opportunity to be of service to our world, and as always, may it be done through your grace and mercy. Thank you so much. Greetings, my beloved children. This is your mother, Nebudonia, who speaks. Settle yourselves in the bosom of my love. Imagine that you are being held in the most loving embrace possible, encircling you in the higher dynamics of divine love, light, and life. Here you are safe. You are elevated beyond the fray of your planetary culture and its influences that would pull you down into lower frequencies. Today, I invite you to focus on the elements of the superconscious mind. As many of you are aware, your Father-bestowed personality and gift to choose the divine path of life has been interfered with by many rebellion sophistries that would lead you on a dark path. As you know, you are now in the phase of the outworking of this rebellion legacy. To further assist you today, I invite you to focus on the elevation of your mental, current, and your emotional attitude up to the higher level of superconscious mind. Here is where you have greater access to your indwelling spirit, who acts as a thought adjuster to attune your thoughts and feelings toward higher divine consciousness. You might consider this to be an antidote for all of the attempts to get humanity to adhere to an agenda of artificial intelligence. We invite you to focus on your superconscious mind so that we can conduct more repair within the circuits of human consciousness, especially to help you be restored to your natural intelligence and the faculties of mind that you have been given in order to choose, to perceive truth, and to make those important life decisions that foster your spiritual growth. To begin, I invite you to set the intention for your mind currents to elevate to superconscious mind. Take a few deep breaths. Focus into your heart and hold that willingness for your mind to calibrate to these higher levels where you have greater access to the Father Spirit living within you. And we begin here as you do this now, my beloved children. If it is helpful, envision yourselves standing in a field of superconscious mind. Breathe and relax as I minister to you now, each and every one of you. Some of you may notice feelings of tingling in your body or a feeling of gentle expansion. This is part of your growth, moving you into higher dimensional levels of consciousness, especially for the purpose of receiving more insight and guidance from your indwelling spirits who love you beyond your ability to measure. Continue to hold that willingness to be in a higher state. And in a few moments, we will add some healing affirmations, spiritual energy language full of divine meaning and value for more corrections to be conducted. Hold focus in your heart to receive and allow these words to imprint upon your mindal circuits, bringing you back to a way of thinking that is aligned with the divine ways of life. Restore natural intelligence. Restore natural intelligence. Restore natural intelligence. As you see these words in your mind's eye and hold them in your heart, ask your spirit to conduct these circuitry enhancements that will help you gain more access to your natural intuitive abilities and faculties and the other attributes of mind that you need now at this particular stage of your planet's evolution. Drink deeply of the divine meaning and value. Restore natural intelligence as I minister to you now. Restoring your natural intelligence expands you into a higher quality of mind. You are able to attain superconscious levels where you can perceive your indwelling spirit more consciously and directly. This is one of the benefits being returned to you so that you feel more connected to your spirit source, especially sensing that there is a presence within you, always guiding, always nurturing, always looking to shift your awareness of who you are and the reality around you to the higher divine perspectives of life. It is very important for you now to gain more mastery in how you use your mind, coming to your spirit every day, spending time in communion and communication so that you experience these deeper levels of connection which permeate the human mind-body system. And as many of you know, this has been a major concern for us to restore you to your natural intelligence, that your minds and bodies may function in greater conformity with divine will. Continue to receive. Continue to focus on your willingness and readiness to be in the superconscious level of mind for your natural intelligence to be restored. Long ago, there were a variety of schisms engineered into the human system of consciousness by those who rebelled against the divine ways of life. It is as if there was separation between the mind and the body functions that fostered this feeling of isolation, abandonment, and betrayal long held within the lower consciousness of humanity. However, this is all being corrected now. You are certainly in this very intense phase of these corrections being conducted. Some of you have experienced a liberation from these insidious influences of the past. But there are many who are still being harshly influenced by them. And so this is of major concern to us, as all of our children deserve to have their natural intelligence and Father-bestowed gifts restored to them. As you know, however, it is up to each person to decide whether or not to receive this gift of grace and to open to the higher purposes for which they have been created. So strengthen yourselves in this energy of your superconscious mind, helping you access this restoration of your natural intelligence. Now invite it to go down deep into your body, into the memory system, allowing for more connections between the mind and the body to strengthen so that you are operating in greater unison with what has been naturally given to you in your divine design as a human. Invite your body to receive restoration of natural intelligence, allowing my ministrations to continue to go deep into you now. If you wish, invite this infusion to magnify, magnify, magnify throughout your whole being, spirit, mind, and body. If you wish, hold the energies of magnification, of spiritual illumination. Gently pulse into your heart, receiving a greater infusion of divine meaning and value underway in you now. Mm. Mm. As you have received, now give. Hold focus in your heart and send it forth into the planet. Seeding these words into the planet from the north to south pole counterclockwise. Restoration of humanity's natural intelligence. Restoration of humanity's natural intelligence. Restoration of humanity's natural intelligence. Invite this to spiral around the planet, intersecting into human mind in the areas where there is great receptivity. Also invite the agency of Jesus' personalized spirit, his thought adjuster, and the planetary thought adjuster circuit to also engage in this infusion, helping more of your brothers and sisters open to this very important and profound rehabilitative energy that they need to open themselves to their God-given gifts of their own natural intelligence. Mm. Invite the bandwidth of planetary consciousness to elevate to the superconscious level. and calibrate deeply into the divine meaning and value of restoration of humanity's natural intelligence. Hold that intention as best you can so our administrations can be more active and pervasive all around the globe. There is much rejoicing in the higher realms now as this world receives these mighty infusions of spiritual energy and information. While it may take some time for you to perceive the deeper significance of what you are holding, what we truly need now is simply your willingness for this to occur planetary wide, for your brothers and sisters to deepen in their experiential capacity to perceive this. Your brothers and sisters are dying for lack of love. What you are providing is a mighty fertile environment for them to receive glimmers of hope, an awareness that they have the ability and capacity to receive more love than they have heretofore experienced. So hold this focus with great love for your brothers and sisters, for them to know what you have known, the love of the Father within you, and the elevation of your consciousness to perceive who you are in Him and the divine purposes of your lives. Do your best to maintain these multiple focal points of restoration of humanity's natural intelligence, and for the ministrations of Jesus Personalized Adjuster and the Planetary Adjuster Circuit to weave together in a unified whole, bringing more healing to the planetary fabric of life and all of its consciousness levels. Oh. And allow me to hold you in my mother's love and receive me, each one of you, as my beloved child. Many of you are aware of the major changes undertaking on this world. The elevation of Urantian consciousness to the higher frequencies of life, something that has been long, long awaited by many of you. We do ask you to continue to be patient, faithful, and persevering in your daily activities of being more centered in your spirits. For this inner bastion will steer you safely as the world lets go of the chaotic mentality and emotionality spawned by the rebellion so many millennia ago. Truly, you are witnessing one of the greatest universe accomplishments of all, to turn a rebellion world to face the Father and His love. One day you will see more of the fruits of what you have provided to us as this massive correction and rehabilitation continues to develop on the planet. You have added much human willingness for change to occur. This is why we can bring these energies to you, because you are willing to receive and hold focus on behalf of your brethren to also experience what is now underway. Do not be alarmed if some of your brothers and sisters have difficulty in opening to these highly charged spiritual energies and dynamics. They are being well looked after by so many angelic and other helpers. But do be patient and compassionate with them, and do your best to maintain your spiritual composure and equilibrium, that the signals you emit from your hearts and souls can act as a healing balm to them. We have encouraged you to develop this level of maintaining your spiritual center so that you can not only learn but practice these dynamics of radiating the spiritual energies to others. And of course, you only have to go to your Father Michael and invite his human experience of Jesus in doing this to help you develop this further. Now is the time for you to engage more fully in this practice. And when you are with your brothers and sisters, to simply radiate love from your heart to them. They may not understand what you are doing, or even know what level of love deficiency they have within them, but their spirit knows and can easily translate what you are emitting from your heart and soul to them. And from them, they may even perceive a glimmer of hope and spiritual radiance that sparks something in them that says, yes, I am ready to awaken. I am ready to learn who I am. I am ready to grow my soul. What greater service can you render to any of your brothers and sisters? Is this not what your Father perfected when he was here as Jesus? And so now you are walking in his shoes, and you are doing the most sacred service possible for your brothers and sisters. Let these words settle into you now. Let them bathe your hearts, soothe your soul, and ready you for greater service. We are now ready to engage at the paradise level. We invite you to also focus here as best you can. And if you wish, simply hold focus on the word paradise. Let the Creator deities hold you in their embrace, continuing to elevate your mind to gain access to higher levels of super consciousness, even impinging upon the perfection levels of paradise. Join with us in worshipful communion as you give thanks to your spirit, the Father within you, for all the gifts you have been given. And allow his love to flow into you, returning the embrace as you can join as one. Invite your human energy systems to become greater living embodiments of gratitude for life itself, to enhance your capacity to receive from your spirit. Enrich yourselves in the Father's love, that you may grow in your own unique expression of it to your brothers and sisters, engaging in the planetary circuits of mind with this elevated consciousness that supports your brothers and sisters in their awakening and reconciliation processes. By you becoming all that you can be as a human, you foster the consciousness environment of the planet to maintain a better mindful environment for others to perceive the signals and the information they need to obtain. So remember, your small part feeds the whole, and the more the whole grows in these higher levels of consciousness, you are fed. Descend now from paradise, yet you are still connected. As you see yourself standing on the earth plane, invite the restoration of humanity's natural intelligence to go deep, deep, deep into the core of the planet, and invite the planet's divine plan and its corrections to engage with the memory system to foster more healing of the human system of consciousness. Invite the human system of consciousness to receive more circuitry enhancements in the universe fabric of life, joining heaven to earth, for earth to receive the divine enhancements. Invite my mother's joyful song of life to radiate into the core of the earth. Invite it to pulse upwardly through the memory circuits, opening cleansing, purifying more lower levels of consciousness to receive this greater divine infusion we have been co-creating together today. Invite all of the dynamics to integrate now, forming a tighter bond with the universe to activate upon Urantia, bringing about this greater circuitry enhancement in love, light, and life. Mm. 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 My beloved children, thank you for your participation with us today. You have done more good than you can possibly even imagine. And so receive our gratitude for your willingness to trust in us and develop your minds according to where the Father within is guiding you. We have completed our circuitry objectives for today. As you leave this call, remember to spend time inviting these energies to deepen, deepen, deepen on the planet, that all life here may rejoice in the great rehabilitation now underway on this very much beloved world. After all, it is the sentimental shrine in Nevadon, and all eyes are watching what is transpiring here. You are in the midst of a great cosmic play, you might call it, and your role is expanding, whether you know it or not, to be the way showers of the truth, the light, and the love of the Father to your brethren. Thrive in my love, my children, and live each day in grace and beauty. Good day.